the mentorship is to establish the correct daily process and habits that they must sustain once the mentorship ends to find success. It is not do this for 4 weeks and then stop and, because expectations are usually the biggest killer of people's businesses, because they're like, oh, well, I'm going to do this 4-week mentorship and I'm going to be super dedicated. I'm going to show up. I'm going to whatever, and expect some unrealistic results like hitting 3A or 4A or something like this. And if it doesn't happen, like, oh, well, this business doesn't work and they suck as mentors and I didn't learn shit. And it's like, no. You established the foundation of the habits. Now in month 2, in month 3, in month 4, keep doing that exact same thing. A couple of things here, guys, is you are already good, strong leaders. You are already doing that. Understand that. The amount of care that you have, the amount of questions that are not around you guys, like you're asking questions on behalf of your team members, that is good leadership. You are investing in yourselves. You are committed. You are showing up. So it's just a matter of, time, experience, going through ups and downs, handling adversity, learning through those things. That is what will develop leadership over time. But in terms of where you are now, you are already doing those things. So keep leaning into the business, keep leaning into the challenges and adversities, keep growing, keep implementing, and it will just continue to compound and grow. And eventually you become a veteran leader who's just been doing it a long time. And you've seen so many real life experiences and certain situations in your team specific to this industry and building an online community and business and stuff like this. And so it will just continue to happen, in divine timing, if you will. So you're already on track. So that's amazing. When it comes to supporting anybody in the business itself, it's around daily accountability to the right habits. It's about the process, not the outcome. Everybody wants to focus on the outcome. Oh, I've been in this business for 4 weeks and I don't have a sale. It's like, whoa, calm down. It's like, it's not time and it's not outcome. It's actually reps and process is most important. So when someone says, I haven't made a sale, well, how many opportunities have you created to potentially even make a sale in the first place? Oh, well, I haven't really talked to anybody yet. Well, how in the F is there going to be a sale? So it's like, I haven't made any sales, but they haven't done the right things to create the opportunity to even potentially have a sale. So what we're really looking for is practicing the number of reps that they've put in. So back and forth DM conversations with different leads would be considered 1 rep. Is like 1 conversation, 1 rep. Getting on the phone with somebody and having a, one-to-one to get them started, or at least have a conversation to potentially get them started, would be 1 rep on a call, 1 rep in the DMs. How many reps have you done? And then in terms of the process, make it very simple for them. Like if you did the one-to-one mentorship, I'm not sure what exactly that entailed. What did you guys focus on for the one-to-one mentorship?
I basically curated, because it's such a small team, I curated kind of like a mini 90 days, but over 4 weeks with tasks that were like business building tasks, around conversations, around
That's perfect.
content,
Just
that kind of thing.
keep that going.
I
That's
found,
what you do.
may I ask kind of like a more detailed question in this?
Yeah, of course.
Finding that balance with a team of holding them accountable while also asking them to be self-led leaders, that piece between like, I don't want to be your mom, I already get to do that, and I also, like, I know what it feels like to be called up. Like, it feels good sometimes to be given these tasks, to be given these ways in which you can try and stretch and grow. Like how as a, yeah, I don't know, it seems like you might.
No, I do understand what you're saying. So for example,
Mhm.
the accountability piece around like being the mom feeling is when you're messaging someone
Mhm.
one-to-one and be like, hey, did you do your homework? Hey, did you do your 5 reach outs? That's that like mom annoying type of uh
Yeah.
micromanagement type of feeling, right? That's what you want to stay away from.
Mhm.
However, when it comes to actually daily process, daily discipline, daily habits, that's actually building culture in your community. That's different. So in your community, how we show up is this. And you just clearly define it. So, what are the daily non negotiables that you, the two of you, do every single day to build your business? What are they? If there is a list of specifics, then you're leading by example, as you mentioned, becoming good, strong leaders. One of the keys to that is leading by example. So, you are doing the things that you are expecting your team to do.
Right.
Simple as that. So by them watching you, by them observing you, by them seeing your process, they're literally having the exact replica of what they should be doing also.
Right.
So when you're coming from a place of, position of strength and leadership on your weekly coaching calls or accountability calls or mentorship calls or whatever, you literally just be like, this past week, the two of us have done X. We've generated this many leads. We've had this many calls. We've created this many pieces of content. We've had this many sales conversations. We've had this many people get started in the business. How about you guys? Is that simple?
So you'd have
That's the accountability. Is just like, how about you? It's not did you do it? It's just this is what we did. How about you? Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Save the excuses. The culture that we stand behind here says no fucking excuses. You see that? It's right there. It's right there on the group rules, as an example. And self-led leadership is right there. Whatever you think are those pillars for you. So that's how you do it, is you avoid the chasing them, the one-to-one, the like, did you do it? Or you want it more than they want it for themselves. That's what you want to avoid. Meanwhile, you continue to actually do that daily blueprint yourself, get results with it, and bring on new people. One of the best things to inspire your current team is by bringing on new people instead of stopping bringing on people because you're so consumed with managing the people before. Because then what happens, like if you brought in these 3 new business partners and you don't bring in anybody for the next month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to make them think that you're stopped. Come on, guys. Come on. Build the business. Come on. Right? You don't want that energy. You want to go, hey, we just completed a 4-week mentorship with you guys. Now we're getting the next class, the next students, new people, and we're going to do it again for 4 weeks. And meanwhile, you guys that are done this mentorship, we taught you what to do. We taught you the daily process. We showed you what it takes. Keep doing it. It doesn't end at 4 weeks. Now it's on you to continue doing that. And then on the weekly calls, we don't talk about what to do. We actually talk about what you did and how you can improve it. So it's not a matter of do this, do this. It's like, so what did you do? What was the result that you got? Did you get a sale? Did you not get a sale? What did you say? What did they say? So that's what the calls should be about. So that's your actual leadership accountability coaching is you guys did the process and you're getting mentorship from me in this container. Then you go back to your team and go, what did you guys do? This is what we did. And we got coaching from Balazs in this way, so that is very strong from a perception standpoint for your team to go, damn, you guys are killing the game. Does this make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the fastest thing that you should be focusing on now, after you had your 3 new teammates go through the 4 weeks, is telling them to maintain those habits that they were taught how to do by you guys. And then you turn around and get the next 3, 5, 10 into the next class. Just keep doing that. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
No big deal. On it.
Yeah. Because like
Awesome.
I said, the second you guys get stuck in management mode is the second that those people feel like you are depending on their success to grow your success, and you don't want to establish that type of relationship.
And I think you've probably hit the nail on the head there, because we did have all 3 come in like within 7 days or so of each other, and then there's been this lull as we've like shifted into this next role, and so now they haven't really seen us lead from the front in that way by bringing on new people.
Exactly. So go back to what you did when you got those 3 people in 7 days. Make that be your regular normal state of being. when you support those other people that are getting started, you can still have a 30-day or 4-week one-to-one mentorship with every new group, like for the month or something.
Mhm.
But the context that you want to have with them is that the mentorship is to establish the correct daily process and habits that they must sustain once the mentorship ends to find success. It is
Mhm.
not do this for 4 weeks and then stop and because expectations are usually the biggest killer of people's businesses, because they're like, oh, well, I'm going to do this 4-week mentorship and I'm going to be super dedicated. I'm going to show up. I'm going to whatever, and expect some unrealistic results like hitting 3A or 4A or something like this. And if it doesn't happen, like, oh, well, this business doesn't work and they suck as mentors and I didn't learn shit. And it's like, no, no, no. You established the foundation of the habits. Now in month 2 and month
Mhm.
3 and month 4, keep doing that exact same thing.
Mhm. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And just keep sticking with it. But yeah, a big learning lesson for many people is feeling like they need to step into a new role, and that new role requires them to stop doing what they did in the previous role. That's a
Yeah.
big no, no, no.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a big no, no, no. You need to always maintain that recruiter mentality of new, fresh blood, fresh people to help constantly as the lifeblood of your organization. And then the
Mhm.
people coming on, it's like they're coming in waves, right? Like heats. It's like, okay, heat number 1, January, heat 2, February. And so everybody's sort of intertwined, but what you're teaching them is very consistent. And then the best way to actually show that what you're teaching them is effective and it works is by you saying, we're doing exactly what we're telling you what to do. The only difference is that when they watch you do it, there's some context missing, some nuance missing where they kind of don't understand why you're doing it, why it matters. So they're just watching you going, okay, I kind of see it, kind of get it. Then, but
Mhm.
inside the actual community, when they get access, you're explaining to them why it matters, why you do it, why it's effective, how it's creating results. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. I get it. So I can follow this daily blueprint now.
Mhm. Awesome.
All right.
Thanks so
Just,
much.
yeah, just go execute. But yeah, the most inspiring thing for those 3 new teammates is for you to go get the next 3 new teammates.
Okay. Well, I got on 3 calls since the last call with you, so it's not a lot, but it was my first 3 ever. So there we go.
Amazing. How did they go?
They were
What
great.
happened on them? What was the outcome?
Well, all three are supposedly converting into the platform. But now we're kind of lost in limbo land, similar to the last question. So
So
yeah, we're working on it.
what was your close on them after? So you're on the phone, you had a great conversation. How did you finish the last few minutes? Like what was the final thing that you said?
Well, it was conversation into masterclass, which happened. That conversion happened, and now we're stuck in masterclass to platform limbo.
So what is the
Which
offer? Is it 99? Is it what is it?
what is like the
The
it's like the
cost for them to get
$49
it. Is it
one. Yeah, it's a
49?
$49, yeah, 2 weeks full money back. One person is definitely a financial hesitation, which I is common these days, even just like that leap. And one is family. They actually, we were just talking about this, how every person's situation is always so unique. It's hard to draw the thread of like, where is it us that's missing that step to help them convert from masterclass to platform, because everybody's got their own story. Of course, we all have our own stories, but I'm not able to like tease out the common thread between each one that's slowing that conversion.
So here's an interesting thought process when it comes to killing the objection before it comes up. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
having people say that the $49 is a stretch financially, to be completely honest, I find that very hard to believe. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is $49.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know some people are really struggling. I'm not saying they aren't. But like, come on, man, it's 49 fucking dollars. Like, it's very hard for me to believe someone that they genuinely can't come up with $49. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
without me being a jerk and just like assuming that that's their situation and just kind of like insulting them or something, one way you could potentially explore this is on the call before you get to the end, before it comes time to talk about the $49. Be like, I'm just curious, in the past 30 days, you know, where have you been choosing to spend your discretionary income or your disposable income? What are some
Mm-hmm.
things that are important to you? Just curious. And then they'll be like, oh, you know, not much. No, no, no. I'd be like, okay, well, did you go out for dinner? Did you get takeout? Did you go to the movies? Like, so think of like a list of categories that you can bring up on the call and have them literally be like, oh yeah, yeah, we went out, we got takeout, we did this, we did that, right? Admittedly to you. So
Mm-hmm.
like, just curious, how much do you think you spent on that kind of stuff last month?
Mm-hmm.
I would be shocked if it was less than $49 that they spent on that stuff last month.
You know,
So,
some oh sorry.
yeah, no, no, all I was going to say is, so if they admit 300, 400, $500 on whatever, this kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
then as you get into the close of the $49 and getting started and stuff, be like, look, I get it, but if you do not prioritize your current income to get you to where you want to go in the future, then you will always remain stuck or even worse off in debt and having more financial issues. So the number one reason when someone says I can't afford it or I don't have the time to do this is the number one reason why they must do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the easiest way to close somebody. The more passion and belief they have on the fact that they're so broke, they're so in debt, they're so stressed, all this stuff. And you're listening to them and you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. So listen, you want me to tell you the truth? Do you want me to tell you the truth as a coach and mentor to help you get the life that you want? They're going to say yes. So you just ask for their permission. Once they give you permission, you don't hold back.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they need. That's how transformation occurs, is straight talk. And it
Mm-hmm.
might hurt their feelings and they might, you know, be emotional or whatever that day, but tomorrow they're going to be like, "Thank you. Like I needed that. Someone needed to tell me the truth and you did." So, do you give me permission to tell you what you need to hear? And they're like, yeah. It's like, listen, you just told me you're stressed, you're in debt, you're broke, you don't have any money, and this and that. That's exactly why you must do this. Don't you get it? If you do not do this, that will be your story for the rest of your fucking life. Do you hear me when I'm saying this to you? I'm here to help you. I've helped other people. I've helped myself. My mentors and coaches in the community have helped themselves and helped me. This is the answer to your prayers. This is what you need. The reason why you say you can't is the reason why you must. You can find a way. I can help you be resourceful. We can figure this thing out together. All I need to know from you is, are you willing? Are you coachable? And are you hungry for change? If the answer is yes to those three, let's get to work.